Welcome back to our show. This is me, talk show. Today it's a Saturday, and together with my panelists and my guests, we are going to talk about that last topic of Wednesday that we talked about the life of asylum seekers in Uganda. I'm going to welcome my guests and my panelists today. I would like to welcome all the viewers that are watching us. Welcome. Hope you're having a nice Saturday, nice weekend. My name is Dennis, and together with my panelists and my guests, we are sorry one of our panelists is not feeling well. She's not with us today. We are going to miss her. I'm going to start with my panelist on my right hand to introduce himself as we continue.
I greet you all our viewers. Thank you for viewing us. My name is Lisa Ngirwa. We love you so much for following our programs. Keep sharing, subscribing, and sharing to your friends such that it can help someone out there. Thank you.
Thank you very much. I'm going to welcome my second panelist also to introduce himself. We continue with the show. This is our viewers. Thank you for the time, for each and every for following us. This is me, talk show that always happens on Saturday and Wednesday every week. By names of the channel, I want to say that be with us, see what we are. Thank you. Thank you very much. As I said, this is me, talk show, and our topic today is life of asylum seekers in Uganda. Please give us your ears as we share our challenges, ups and downs that we are meeting in this country as asylum seekers. So I'm taking this opportunity to welcome my guests. I'm going to welcome the guest, one that we have had on this show. Let her introduce herself as we continue.
Thank you. My name is Anna Sostella, but you can call me Nadia. I'm very glad to be in this program. And nice to Mr.
Thank you very much, Nadia. Welcome our new visitor on this platform. New guest is it's the first time to come on this program. So I welcome her and let her introduce herself.
Thank you so much. My name is Lilian Kamalisa. I would like to thank our host today for allowing me to be on this talk show. Thank you so much. I hope you enjoy it. Stay subscribed, share to your fellow LGBTI community. Thank you.
Thank you very much. As we are continuing, as I told you, this is me talk show, and our topic today is life of asylum seekers in Zambia. So I'm going to welcome Gaetano to share with us. And today we are going to talk about many things. We have our subtopics of the topic of today that we are going to share with us. And today we are going to talk about how unfair the process of Zambia is. Because we have experienced a lot, some of our friends have been rejected, that the because of some issues and also the process is taking long, whereby you are in a country which is homophobic, and we are facing a lot of problems. So today our first subtopic is how unfair the process is here in Zambia. That's what we are going to talk about. So I'd like Gaetano to share with us how unfair is the process here in Zambia.
Thank you, viewers. I would like to thank my host for giving me this platform maybe to share my idea about the unfairness of the process in Zambia. Basically, me what I can say, like we ourselves actually, we are one of the people that maybe make this process hard for each and every one. Like we belong to the same community, that is the LGBT community. But within us ourselves, we find like we have those racism. I don't know whether racism, whereby someone, we are coming from Uganda, basically, but we come from different regions of Uganda. So you find like we report ourselves, basically. Like you find some groups of people, they eliminate themselves away from us, being like for them, they want to prioritize their goals first. So you find like some of us who come maybe as newcomers, or even like the old people that we got in the place, you find that maybe you cannot interact, like you cannot get any information. Actually, you cannot interact with the new people and maybe the old people. Or the only people you can talk to, maybe the person maybe come with, or the person that came along during that course of period, maybe when you reached to see, like you reached Zambia to seek for asylum. So me, I would, in brief, I would say like reporting. So you find like people do report, like me, I'm not, like as per now, I'm a gay person. So you find some groups of people maybe that are formed here, they will start saying that I don't belong to this group. So they will write a list of names and then maybe they report me to UNHCR. So at the end of it all, you find the process will be unfair to me. You find like if at all like I'm supposed to take less months in this country, or maybe my case file to move as fast as possible, it will cause a delay in the process. So you'll find like if UNHCR heard about maybe someone reporting my case, or maybe one of my colleagues who are here with me, you'll find like our file will be put aside. So at the end of it all, like a person who came to seek for asylum that will spend a few years in Zambia, you find like you are taking more than 5 years in Zambia. So in that way, it makes the process unfair to all of us here. So more so like if that thing keeps going all along the way. So in other words, that's one of the things I could share with you, like reporting. At least UNHCR should be realistic and fair enough not to take anyone's one. Like this one does not belong to the LGBT community. It's not really fair because it has affected most of our colleagues that we got here. Some of them, at least by now, they will be out of this country, but up to now, they are still here. So we don't really know what criteria that UN uses to confirm that this one is not a gay, or this one is not a lesbian, or this one is not a trans. So we don't know what criteria they use, but at least let them use fairness treatment of everyone that comes to seek for asylum that belongs to LGBT community, without using those mouth-poking people that maybe this one is white male, maybe this one is important. So that at least in that way, the process will be very simple for all of us. you find like in less than a month or in less than a year, all of us are out of this place. But because of that, people take long. So that's why we are. So that's what I can share about the unfairness.
Thank you very much, Gaetano. As you heard him, that's the challenge that we are meeting here in this country. Reporting, someone just said things about you that you even don't know, and I don't really understand, because if you don't have any proof, how sure, like, how do you start saying that someone is not an LGBT and this one is an LGBT without any proof? Because even the court itself, you can't take me to a court and you say I'm not an LGBT or I'm an LGBT without any proof. I may be an LGBT, but if you cannot take me to court without any proof, and they say that this person is an LGBT, so I don't see really that this thing is meaningful. Reporting and an international organization listen. Someone reports and you listen. These people that are working in this organization, they are professional lawyers. How do you start, like, you start following words, emails that people sends to the office, and you also accept? Then after you decide, or you attach that email on someone's page. So I think this thing has to stop. So that's the only thing I could say. They should listen. They could do is to follow what you say. What you say, that's what they should follow up and see if what you are saying is really. So that's it. Let me take this opportunity to welcome also my panelists to share with us how unfair our process is here in this country, and how are we suffering? How is it affecting us?
Thank you, Mr. Dennis, and I thank you, our viewers. I will add on that still, because it is not an easy issue. What I can say, UN has really showed a big weakness in that department to the people who are responsible for us here. That office has showed a big loophole, because if I have been with my siblings, my parents for the rest of my years, and no one recognized well what my being an LGBT. So how comes someone who just hears about my name, someone who doesn't know me, starts reporting that according to what I see, that one is not. And then a professional lawyer also listens. He puts the report on the file. So that one is really a weakness to the UN officials who are responsible to handling our cases. They should consider and do things professionally. So you may say that someone has told me. They sometimes tell you the truth that they told me you are not, because we have some our fellows who have got rejections. They have been rejected by the UNHCR, and some have tried to go to other countries, to neighborhood, because they no longer get support. But when they left Uganda, when they were even known in the LGBT organizations, they were recommended. But because someone has just said, they follow the words. sometimes we don't know even who sent those words, those reports to them. But for them, they have shown a big weakness in listening to whichever word comes to them. So that one, we really condemn it. UNHCR should revise it and do things in a professional way. I'll also talk about the time they give us while they assess our cases. It is really taking time, because coming and you sit for more than six months, 2 years, 3 years. We have people who have spent really years here, and nothing, you're not called to be assessed or interviewed. It is really showing a weakness. They are not caring. We understand they may be having other cases, but at least they should communicate. They should communicate to us. They say that maybe we are sorry, we are delaying, we are handling, we are having a large volume of cases, but you will be attended to according to their time. But you be in a safe house or in a transit camp, you sit, no one communicates to you from the UNHCR. You just know that you are under UNHCR. Last time I talked about it, like we've been in safe house for 6 months. We came in early July. Since that time till today, as I told, it was only one time I saw a UNHCR officer who came to confirm whether we have got where to sleep, and it was 2 weeks after we had landed here. Since then, we have never seen anyone else. We don't really see the process profiting or benefiting us the way we expect. You know, we came running to them. UN is a big organization. It's a big and known worldwide, where those who need help, especially refugees, run and they get help. But you reach here, you don't find peace. You don't find help you're seeking for. You still increase on the stress. You come with a lot of 100% stress. Then even the process of adds 100, you become stressed at almost 200%, if I can say. It's not exaggerating, but that is what I feel. So that is what I can say briefly. They are doing things in slowly and showing not professionalism in handling the situation. Thank you.
Thank you very much, my panelist. As he said, UNHCR is an international organization, and I think some of its cause is justice. So, me personally, I would at least say they would not be injustice to others. They would do their things according with what they are supposed to do, not to listen to other people what they say. Because this person may fake anything and say this one has this and this one has done this and this, and you find that it's not true. So as an international organization, I don't think that they should listen to what they hear from other people. They should do what they are supposed to do. So thank you very much, our viewers. Let me take this opportunity to welcome my guests also to share with us about how unfair is this process in Zambia, and she's going to share this with experience because she's one of the rejected people here. So let her share with us her experience and we continue.
Thank you. Thank you very much, host. One thing I would want to share with our viewers, anyone out there who would be watching our program, I want to say one thing that the units here in Zambia have not been honest. And let me say that we have been facing a lot of things. Most of the LGBT community are facing mental health problems. We are being discriminated by the transphobia, by the homophobic community. We are mixed in the homophobic community. You find that you reach a time where you need to stay in your own room and you do not get just because you're afraid of being discriminated by other community. And I want to talk about the way we are interviewed. I'm one of the people who have been rejected, and I'm a mother of 3 children. I was rejected according to some reasons. One reason was that I failed to the first reason was that I failed to explain or to explain how my girlfriend was. I don't know what explanation they wanted me to give, but at least I tried to explain my relationship. And then they said that I should also explain I failed to explain my sexual orientation. I may not have been able to explain my sexual orientation, but if a lawyer tells you that me as a UNHCR, I decided you're not under the LGBT community, this is a piece of paper that was given to me as a rejection. That doesn't change my feelings as a lesbian. You understand? So, and another thing we are facing, they removed us on the money that has to cater for us. We are given 1,500, but this money was cut off us. And when I went to the UNHCR and complained to one of our lawyers who was working on the case, he said that I can move to any country. How can I move to another country yet I rent to UNHCR? If UNHCR cannot protect me, then why would you expect me to go? You understand? There are many of us who got rejection and they decided to move to other countries, and some of them even tried to kill themselves. There's one gay man who even tried to kill himself and he had to leave the country. We don't know where he is. So this rejection has really put us to a situation where we have reached to an extent that we need to take up our life. On my side, I have kids and I don't know what I can do to them. I'm not saying that I'll kill my kids because they are my strength right now. But we are facing a lot of challenges, and you find that in our community, the LGBTQ community, we have those who have been living in the community in Uganda. When I say the community, those have been under organizations in Uganda, like the LGBTQ community organizations which have been in Uganda. You find them when they reach to this, when they come to seek asylum, they'll start to discriminate those who have not been attending into their organization. There is one of the people, I want to mention his name. He has been writing emails to UNHCR, pretending to be another person that is then provoking the UNHCR in order for him to spoil someone's file. We are really facing a big challenge with other people, and there are some people who come in the name of advocacy, advocates for us, but instead they also follow what other people tell them, and they end up spoiling other people's names in the UNHCR. So what I want to call upon people who can stand for us, most of the people who have been rejected, and even those who are going to go into interviews. We are being interviewed. There are some people who are interviewed once and they give them the results. Someone has taken 3 years in the process. Someone has been there waiting for his interview, but they give him only a chance for 4 hours and he's given his result as a rejection. So what I just want to call out anyone who can stand for us, the human rights organizations,
We can't run to the human rights organization in Zambia because we're scared of our lives, because the country doesn't accept us. But we want to call for human rights organization, any lawyer who can stand for people who want rejection, and also for the people who are going to do their interviews. Rejections are still coming here in Zambia. And they tell you frankly that you're not under the LGBTQ community. This is just a note that they give us, but won't change who we are. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, our guest. As you have heard, that is the situation. And I can say how unfair the UNHCR of Zambia is. I think they have failed to follow their core values, and they have started becoming a court to judge, where you don't produce the strong evidence, and someone comes with fake evidence and puts them against you, then UNHCR will go with the person has already done what? Has provided the fake evidences against you. So let me take this opportunity to welcome our new guest of today. And her face is new to this platform, as she appears as the first time on this show. You are welcome.
Thank you so much, our host. Thank you so much, our viewers. Thank you for viewing. Thank you so much for organizing this show, Mr. Mukasa. We are really so grateful. So as me, I'm Lillian by names. I'm a refugee. That's why I love it. So I've faced a lot of challenges ever since I reached here, whereby we're going to break a few for you. One of it is safety. And this safety, I came here running to the UN, of course seeking for safety and protection, which I never got, as they may say that they are protecting me, but in reality they ain't. When I came here, they just transferred me to a place they call a safe place. We are so sorry about that. having corona health. So I was still telling you how unsafe I am, yet I went to UN to seek for protection and safety. So I was still telling you about the safe house they placed me in, where currently that's where I'm staying. It's not safe for me. I need real protection. It's not literally safe for me because of the hostile environment we're in. This is a Christian country. They criminalize same-sex thing, LGBTI. It's a criminal here. But this is an organization that is supposed to be fighting for us, but then it's putting us to the public, whereby a lot of people face a lot of challenges. Maybe by luckily, for me, I didn't get that big problem because I try to keep myself undercover, which it's very hard. Like pretending what you know, pretending I can't exercise my rights because of that. So we need a safe place to live in because this is a Christian country. They literally don't like it. This whereby they keep on calling us Bamage. Being on the road moving and you start hearing people shouting at you, Bamage. For real? Is that what we came here to face? It traumatizes us. And whereby, after that trauma, we get affected in the head. And this is the organization that is not going to provide medical attention to us. It doesn't. No health facilities, no food. I might say me as me, I came here around last year, June. If I may say, I never got any single food. I have never. They just gave us recently that money they call CBI for. But how do they expect me, a refugee who has been away with nothing? Because we leave our countries. Okay, maybe back then we had something, but when you come here, we have nothing. We don't work. We don't do anything. But I came here. It's been 6 months. I have never received anything. So how do I live? So they should work on themselves, on the health facilities, on the food, safety. We are not safe. We are not safe, that's for real. They need to work on that. So because of us being there without nothing to do, we don't have where to get food. This is where we start doing sex working. It's not safe out there. You find someone in the club, you're not allowed to exercise your rights. You find someone in the club trying to fidget and get some money, selling their bodies, and that's where we do what? People are arrested, And when you're arrested here, it's your right, it's your responsibility to get yourself out there. There is no one. They actually told us when you're here, try to keep a low profile, but it's hard. Me, I can't keep a low profile because this is me. It's like telling a lame person, you start walking straight. It's impossible. So let them work on themselves, on our safety, on providing these facilities, the essential facilities, the basic. We don't want a lot, we just want the basic. Food, mainly, and health. Someone gets sick, and you literally get nothing, not even a Panadol to heal your headache. What they say. Someone get mental issues, but there is no any mental health facilities for you at least to help you out. So we are not safe here. We are literally not safe here. We need to be worked on and go to a place where we can exercise our rights freely and enjoy our life. So another thing about the advocacy, as my fellow guest said, we are not happy about the advocates. We are literally not happy. Some advocates, they discriminate us. They get a group of people, they be like, this is my group. So the other ones are not mine. So they start piling a lot of words about this group. They have discriminated. They're not lesbians, they do this and this. What? Their brothers, their sisters, this group came together. We came here alone. We came here because of our past. No one left their country because they're like, you wake up and be like, let me leave my country and come and suffer from here. Because it's a lot we go through. We left our places in a happy life, but because of that thing that pushed us to come here, we didn't come here to people are facing a lot. People are facing a lot, but someone starts piling a lot of false information about you. And the funny thing is, these advocates, they just get all the words that they told them. These people tell them to them, and that's how the advocates take them to the UNHCR. And this organization that we came here running to is going to listen to the same words, and they are going to follow those words instead of following my story. That's not a right thing. So we are calling upon UNHCR to listen to someone's information, right information, mouth to mouth, not third parties. This is a conversation between me and my lawyer that you have given me to listen to me. Why would a lawyer and a professional lawyer, for what they say, listen to a third party? And yes, takes in the words. Yes, you can listen. We are people. But why would you take in the words and put them on my file and give me invalid reasons that you're rejected because of this? Invalid rejection reasons. I'm not so happy about UNHCR overall. Thank you so much. Let me stop here. It's a lot, but let me stop here.
Thank you very much. We are going to go in a commercial short break. Then we shall be back within a few minutes as we continue with our show, and we still have a lot to discuss and to share with you. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you very much, our viewers. Welcome back from the short break. We are going to continue with our discussion, and this is Me Talk Show. Our topic today is life of asylum seekers in Zambia. And today we are going to talk, we have 3 subtopics under this. And now we are going to discuss about how the hate of LGBTQ here is in Zambia. So my panelists are going to discuss about it, and we are really not safe in this country, and the hate is too much. Someone hates you over nothing. Now imagine if someone gets to know that you are under LGBT. How will this person hate you? So this is what we are going to discuss now. So I'd like to invite my panelists. Gaetano is going to share with us how hate Zambia is against us as LGBT community.
Thank you, viewers. As the host has talked about, we are going to talk about the language. We are going to
I love you, mommy. I love my parents. I bona bona lebe yabana kubaka usibo kwa shanguda lebe shangu bimwere tukusika bona bona ite tuita babuti mwire tubapendeke. I love you daddy, I love you mommy, I love my parents, I love you all.
We are kind of the story about those new communities, but that's we cannot control the network. Try to understand that. We are still continuing with our topic of the day, the subtopic of the day, like the hate that we faced in Zambia as asylum seekers. I was still talking about the issue of services, like like once Zambian get to know, like you belong to a certain group of people, that is the LGBT community, you'll find like some services you are unable to access to them. That's like the medical services. It's really hard to access medical services here in Zambia because you can't go to any health facility and say that I belong to this community and I belong to the LGBT community and I've come to the same service. Automatically it will be a blow to you. You will either go back where you are coming from so that you can go to another place where you can get the service, or else you get like you find maybe people who can direct you. Most of the organizations in Zambia here that deal with the LGBT community, of which even the organization is also against of the country for them to operate. Because I would feel like if I'm told I'll flee my country to come and seek asylum, I would think maybe like to get, like I would think those organizations would be the first place maybe I would go to, maybe to seek help from. But because of the country where they're operating in does not also allow the LGBT community to take place, being it is a Christian country. So you find it is hard. Even the organizations which you would think that would help you would also keep in hiding because they don't want to expose themselves. Because once they are exposed, maybe the country actually maybe their certificate of operation. And I don't know whether it is the same way in Uganda, whether organization in Zambia here, actually the way organization in Uganda help LGBT community. I don't think whether it's the same way they help. I don't think whether it's the same way here in Zambia how it is done. So it's really hard. We face those kind of challenges of health because, like, you find you are staying in a room. Like now, take an example of our colleagues who have been here for more than 2 years. They have been in a transit center. You find a room where you are sleeping, or maybe like a room where you are given shelter to sleep in. It's a small room. You find you are isolated. You get mental illnesses. So you would love to go and get maybe some services outside, or maybe take a breath of air outside. Maybe reaching out to those organizations. But because of the country, actually the country constitution, actually the constitution within this country, it's hard to access to services. So I think maybe what I can say, maybe we call for help from wherever it is, international organization, funders, wherever you are. Sincerely, if you are watching us and you are able to support us, you can reach out to Mr. Kato about the situation you're going through. It's not easy at all. We are not safe in this country at all. So we need a better place where we can be, where at least you can feel the breath of this country. This country is it's really hard for us. We are surviving. We are surviving by God's grace. So indeed, if you send us those support, if you reach Mr. Kato, you are able to reach us, and maybe you are able to help us so that we can see those services that are supposed to give LGBT community. Thank you so much. We have so many to discuss. Maybe I will also stop here for the sake of time.
Thank you very much. Let me welcome also one of my panelists also to share with us how hate is in Zambia.
Concerning this issue of hating us in Zambia as LGBTQ community, I think this is a seed that has been sown within the Zambian citizens, maybe by their government for years. Last time my colleague talked about the problem crossing the border as we come to seek for asylum here. So you start that hatred right from the border, as that place of Tunduma, as you enter this country. We discovered that it is only Ugandans that are prohibited from accessing that border freely. Tanzanians go, other countries go, but for Ugandans, they openly tell you you have to make some good money, and if you don't have, they don't have time for you. They take you back. I remember we spent there 2 days, the time we came. So that, and the reason they don't allow Ugandans, it is because they told us, those migration officers there, we know you Ugandans, we just come here to spoil our people. You just make something, we let you go. You're the one who are promoting homosexuality in our country. We were surprised to hear about that. It was our first time to come in this country. So we came thinking that maybe he was just talking as a matter of that day. So as we reached, I remember in where UNHCR took us, in our place in Ichongwe, where there is a safe house. We lived there for a while, but I was surprised in the community where the place where we live, our fence, our house is most recognized among all the houses in that place, because it is kind of town. But they know that people who live there, they are calling us abnormal, that it is a place, that place of abnormal people. I remember one evening we were outside the fence with my colleague. We were walking from buying something from the shop, and in our neighborhoods there are some of soldiers who live there. They stopped us. This country, they have a culture of asking documents. When you're walking, they ask you your papers. So when they stopped us, they asked us, "Where are you coming from? Where do you stay?" We said we are from the shop. We stay in that house. And then the man openly said, "You are the ones who do this and this." So yeah, he told me that, "Is this your fellow Ugandan?" I was like, "Yes." Then he told me, "You are lucky that this is not a Zambia." He openly told us that if at all I was working with a Zambian, it would have become worse for me. We came back surprised. So these people are not really friendly to us as Zambians, as citizens, and yet we are staying now in the same community. Now, it is giving us a hard time. It is giving us stress. It is making us overstay in a house without going anywhere. It is giving us stress, seriously. So this country is really still backward. They have not yet been reformed. They have a lot of hate towards Uganda. This country has got a lot of foreigners, but Ugandans are most recognized. I don't know why, but that is it. They don't like Ugandans generally. I think even if someone comes when he doesn't belong to this LGBT community, as long as he's Ugandan, they just say that every Ugandan is and belong to LGBT community, so they hate Ugandans. You find that when we are walking, someone asks you, where do you come from? These days we are saying that, oh, we come from Kenya. You see? Because you fear that you want to get something. Thank you. As we really reiterate the issue of network, so thank you for being patient with us. So I was still explaining we are still continuing. I'm still explaining the hatred that we are facing as LGBT community in this country. We are not safe. We have failed to get someone who can understand us here. The only UN we came to, running to, they are also not handling us the way we expected. So we are really not happy here. And with that regard, we really call for whoever can understand our situation and render a help to us. We need a safe place. We need to be where we can exercise our rights. For example, we may, as we walk here, you may see someone, because I'm a man, you like him. you still die with it in your heart, but you cannot talk to him just because you're fearing. You know, if you talk, that will be stoning. He can shame you publicly. So we are not comfortable at all. Everyone reports of excessive stress here among our members of LGBTQ refugees here in Zambia. So we call upon any help that leads us to where we can access full rights as LGBTQ members. It will be highly appreciated. Thank you.
Thank you very much. As we are winding our show, I'm going to welcome my guests to discuss the weakness of UNHCR here in Zambia. So they are going to share with us, and we conclude our show.
Thank you very much. I would like to share some weaknesses. Before I start sharing the weaknesses that we have been facing here, I'll start from the refugee camp, the Makeni refugee camp, the UNHCR Makeni refugee camp, where the LGBTQ community was put. First, you get the discrimination from the office, the Home Affairs office. When you go to the office and explain something when you're under the community of the LGBTQ community, they tell you, why can't you be with like other people? Why are you coming to us? Are you unique? Then you ask yourself, where should I go? That's the office which is in the transit, where I have to go and explain to them any problem we're having. And you'll find that even they go ahead advising us to go and when you're in prison, none of them will get out of their office to come and help you. Instead, among us in the community, we shall collect money in order to remove one of our members from the prison. We have so far like 6 people have been in prison here in Zambia because of the homophobic community. And another thing, when I on the side of the unit here, like they follow people who have supportive judgments. If you don't have supportive judgments, either from the LGBTQ community, either from an advocacy, from an activist, they will not take your file as what you're saying is true. I feel that the UNHCR has to work according to what I tell them. Because you will not tell me, Nadia, I'm from Uganda, I've been with 3 kids. Tell me I would have carried supportive judgments if I forgot my national ID for Uganda. How can you tell me to again run to an organization and say, no, I'm going? It's like I had prepared myself to come. You understand? And you will see that most people who have got mandates from the UNHCR are people who came from Uganda under the activist community, those who have been under the organization, those who have been activists in Uganda. They have supportive judgments. Obviously, they come as a group and they have that. You find that the UNHCR it's also judging us according to our supportive judgments. If you don't have supportive judgments, most people who have been rejected have been rejected because they have not been having supportive judgments. When you check each and every file, I want to call upon all the people who are there, who can stand in for people who do not have, let me call supportive judgments, the LGBTQ community, lesbians and gays, trans people who do not have supportive judgments. Because what we realize that people who got mandates are people who had supportive judgments. Us who do not have supportive judgments, we are the people who got rejection because we couldn't have papers to support our stories. However much you explain, because we thought that you have to just narrate your story and tell them what happened to you. But they will still ask you, do you know any organization? Do you know any activists? You find that people who have been living in a life where they even don't want anyone to know or the family to know. But when they got to know, it was worse for them. So another challenge we are facing about the Zambian country, they are homophobic to the LGBTQ community. You find that you do not have access to go to the markets remember when we made a report to UNHCR that when you go to the nearby market to buy food, you're insulted. Some men remove their pennies when, like, we were all lesbians, we had gone to buy food. Some even remove their pennies and say, "No, you don't like this thing." You understand? We are being, let me say, how do they call it? Their dignity. They are being, there's a way they insult you to an extent you feel like you're small. You feel small in the area. So the UNHCR was like, you can send other people to buy for you things. Why do you go outside? Keep low profile. How can you tell me to keep low profile? So I think this is my experience. So I don't know what to say.
Thank you so much. I'm going to be for this. So we are going to one of the local saying here, and at present, is lack of specialized services, whereby we are people, of course, we're going to need these specialized services. We're going to need health services. We're going to need education services. We're going to need psychological services because some of us, they think the stigma brings mental health issues to us. So we need those services, which UNHCR doesn't provide me, as we have never gotten it here and I've never seen where they provide them from. Whereby I'm a person and one of our panelists is sick right now, but as we hear, it's us who are going to collect that small money to take her to the hospital, which is not right. We don't work. Where do they expect us to get the money from? So let them improve on the health services. Actually, not improve because it's usually not there. So let them introduce us to
Welcome back. Yes, it's very about the inconvenience. Yes, very that's what
So I was still talking about the essential services, and I was saying they should improve, they should introduce, not improve, nothing is there, literally nothing. So they should introduce some essential services like health services, education services, mental health services. Like I said, our fellow is sick, no health services there. We are mentally sick because of the treatment we go through. The stigma, which brings in the stigma, the discrimination, it brings the mental health problems. But we can't access any service for that. And the education services, there are mothers and mothers. People here with kids. but kids are seated down. They are not studying. They're not, for that part of education, I'll let a mother, one of our mothers, tell more about that. So, and my last other thing about the UN, we are calling upon some advocacy. We need some advocates as a group. We need advocates, some advocates. If there are some that are out there watching this or who want this or whom you can call upon and help us advocate for us, we shall be very, very grateful. Thank you.
All right. On top of that, I would want to add on what Lisa has said. Please, before I add on, please remember to subscribe. Remember to share. If you have the power, you share to the person who can even help us. And remember that Mr. Kacho is the one who can reach out in case of any donation, in case of any advocacy, you can write to us. The best person. So I want to add on what Madam Lisa just said. When it comes to our community, there are some services we both get. One, other community, they get to learn how to do tailoring. The children will go to school under the Caritas. I remember when I reached out to the Caritas and I'm like, Caritas, can you help us with the education? They're like, no, you do not have the qualifications for your kids to be sponsored unless you already have a refugee status showing that you either have a white card, you either have anything to allow you to start education in this country. So most challenges we are facing that you cut off CBI as a rejected person, you're not having documents, proper documents. Right now, our certificates are expired, you cannot move. So we do not have any document that can accept to access any services. Let it be the hospital, let it be the education sector, let it be going for work, because we totally do not get any services. Let it be even reaching to the banks. You cannot access that services unless you have the TPIN of the country, of which our documents that are not qualified for this country. They say already we are not qualified for this country. But we have 5 kids under this community. Thank you very
much. Thank you very much. I would like to request our producer to share with us. Mr. Kato has a book talks about us and LGBT community, and we would like to use this opportunity to inform our viewers. If you want that book, it's on Amazon, and there is a lot of books written by him. You can, that is the book. Some people are gay, get over it, and it was launched last year in November. So you can go to Amazon and download that book and read, go through it. It's a really nice book. And also, as we talked about the rejections that we are having here in Zambia, I think our producer is going to show you some of the rejection letters of our friends that they got here in Zambia. Really, we need your help. People who, like the advocates, NGOs, human rights defenders, activists, who can raise your voice, who can raise the voices. Because as I told you last Wednesday, you people, you can be heard if you raise your voices and say, no, this is not right. UNHCR will listen to you, but for us, it won't listen to us. So we really, really need your help, and we are still calling for your help. We really need advocacy, as we told that really here, this is an expensive country. It's not like our country, Uganda, where you find that food is really cheap, food is not expensive. Though their money has value, but everything is expensive. We live an expensive life. So you find that even if someone gives you money, you just spend it, and you find that you have that, and you haven't even got what everything that you want to have. So we really call for that, for help, the organizations who can really give us like food relief, organizations really can, we really need a safe house, because where we are in our homophobic community. So if an organization comes out there and at least fund for our safe house, at least another organization comes and give us some relief, we shall be really happy, because we don't know when are we leaving this country. So that's what I can say. I'm going to also give a chance to my guests and my panelists to give a remarks of the show, then we wind up.
Okay, thank you, our viewers. We really thank you for liking our program. We still request you to share, subscribe, and like it more. So the life we've gone through here, like everyone has talked, it concerns the hatred that we are facing in this country as LGBTQ. Concerns the weakness of the UNHCR in our process, and lack of the needs that we need to access good life. So there are a lot of problems. However, we still thank UN because they have given us where to sleep and a mattress. We cannot also take it for granted, though we need a better life than that. We call them to provide more than that, because we came running to them. And whoever also is watching, I know there might be UNHCR officials who are watching. Please provide more than a mattress and a house, because it is, we are in a country which we are not used to, so we need more services. Whoever is watching, we will be happy when you reach us. We need advocacy, we need good relief, we need a better safe house, a safe place. We need to get where we can exercise our rights. That's all I can say. Thank you for watching us.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, our viewers, wherever you're watching from. We thank you for the time, for the time you've given to us to listen to all the challenges that we are facing in Zambia as asylum seeker. My sincere thanks goes to Mr. Kato Mukasa for giving us a platform, and also the management of HTV. Our producer, we've done a really great job. We really apologize for all the inconveniences that happened during the talk show. It's not our way, but next time I think we are really sorry for that. So for those who have not yet subscribed to HTV, remember to subscribe and follow, and maybe follow our program. Our program always happens Wednesday and Saturday. So remember, always keep time and keep following us. For the briefly about UNHCR, I would say its work, actually, its mission is all about saving life, protecting, and maybe fighting for human rights because like if at all we are forced to flee our country because of maybe persecution. So we call upon you guys to work on us, at least work on people with fairness, not discriminating some of us, because like our colleagues who got rejected, they have been here, and you can't give someone a rejection without any proof. However much if someone doesn't have a proof, at least listen to what the person says. So we call upon all the support from different organizations, human rights defenders, activists, advocates to come and fight for our brothers and sisters who are here with us, so that they can leave this country and go to another country and accept them as they are. So thank you so much for watching.
Thank you very much. Let our guests also give us some remarks, then we go.
Thank you so much. I'd like to take this opportunity to thank my host for this program. I'd like to thank Mr. Kato. I'd like to thank HTV. I'd like to thank everyone who is watching. Thank you for watching. Don't stop, come back in another show, and please share our program with whoever you would be interested to. And don't forget to subscribe. Overall, I would say we are not safe here. We are not doing well. We need a lot of services which we are not providing. We need a safer place to be. This is not a safe place. It's literally not safe. So we need a safer place. Thank you so much. Thank you very much. Host for hosting us, and thank you very much, HTV. We are very for your big effort. Whoever is watching us, please turn on the notification button and remember to subscribe. Remember to share. Please share 100 times. What I can say right now, what we're saying, we want anyone who is out there, please rescue us. Listen, we are in a narrow end where we are about to fall in the deep end where we are not going to come out. Please rescue us, because we have people who have been here and are being rejected. We have mothers who have been rejected. We have people who are facing a lot of challenges. I can't afford even a pad. Yeah, a pad myself. So please just help us. Anyone who is out there who can take us to us, who can give us food. We are really suffering. Who can even help us to clinics here to put back people who have been rejected back to CBI. That little money we are receiving, at least we could manage with it. Thank you very much. Just a moment to add on. And the people here that can at least access the pads, the words, we are being pushed to do a lot of things that we never came here willing to do. We are forced to do sex working. And then one can know it's a lot, it takes a lot someone to become a sexual worker. We go through sexual harassment, we go through a lot, which I can't even say here. So please and please, you just help us, don't push us to exposure of diseases. A lot of diseases are out here, but because of the bad situations, we are being pushed to, because it's the only thing we can do here. No one can work here. So you find yourself doing that too, just under living. We go through a lot, sexual assaults, diseases, which you find yourself the money you're going to run for, you're going to spend it in medication. So we call upon anyone who can help us. We shall be very, very grateful.
Thank you very much. Thank you, our viewers. We really appreciate, and we really want to thank HTV. We thank Mr. Kato and the team. I really appreciate our producer, Mr. Brian, who really puts in his time to produce our show. And please don't forget subscribe. And if there is any help that you are enduring to give us, please reach to Mr. Kato, reach to HTV. You reach us. Thank you very much. Thank you. This is me, Talk Show, and we are Uganda-Zambia Coalition For Refugees. So next Wednesday, thank you very much.